Hey everybody, it's week 3. So I'm on my classroom, go to classwork. I scroll down to week 3. Here's the playlist. Week three's playlist is very closely related to week 1's playlist, and so you'll see some of the things that are the same. Something new this week is that now that we have the test scores from the diagnostic on you, you can actually get on iReady and do lessons. So every week you're going to be required to do 30 minutes of iReady. And so that's the first thing on your list for this week. However, I will say you can do this literally whatever you want. If you want to wait until Friday to get it done, then wait until Friday. If you're like, no, I want to get it done right now just so that I can get it done and over with, then do it today. It doesn't matter to me. The second thing that is on your list for this week, and will probably be on your list almost every week, is that you at least read your library book or the book of your choice for 20 minutes. And then this week, slightly different, you're actually going to pick an activity to do on your library book. So if you click on this link, it'll take you to something that looks like this. Get bigger. If you go around and say hi to Miss Treese, this is Miss Treese. Here I am reading our books. But if you go around and you click on items, you will find that there are actually assignments embedded in here, so you can kind of explore, see which one you want to do, and then this will be turned in on Classroom. So you can just kind of play with that and look at that. That's what you're going to do. But you need to read your library book for 20 minutes, and you need to do one of those activities. You don't have to do all of them, you just need to do one of them. If you do an activity, and let's say you do not finish what you need to get done for whatever reason, then it is your responsibility to, on that Google Classroom post, to turn in what you have, and then also comment and explain why you were unable to finish it for that week. Some of these activities are longer than others, so some of them it makes sense that you would wait or not have enough time and need to maybe do it 2 weeks in a row, but you need to be able to communicate that to your teachers. So go ahead and make sure you comment on the post where you're supposed to turn this in on Classroom. If you're unsure where to turn in your library activity, you will find it underneath week 3. Pretty simple. Library book, choice book activity, turn in here is what it says. So you're just going to attach it to that post and then mark it turned in. The next thing on your playlist is that you need to do a Pear Deck on parts of speech. That is self-paced and it's linked there. So you can go ahead and go to that anytime this week. You also need to go and finish, if you haven't finished, or start, I guess, the grammar practice on No Red Ink, because at the end of the week you are going to be required to take the grammar growth test that's also on No Red Ink. So by the end of the week, by Friday this week, you need to have this complete and you need to have given your teacher the score. So once you're finished with this, after you've done all of this, you're going to take this and then you're going to need to let your teacher know your score. The reason why this is in its own separate category that's called performance assessment is because that is our way of letting you know that this will be assessed. This is going to be taken for a grade. And it also lets you know that we're expecting you to do this after you've done all of the practice. So we did not want to include this in your playlist, even though this is required for this week, because this has to be done after you do the practice for whatever the objective may be. And so that's what, like, those are kind of some rules and some expectations for you to follow when you see performance assessment. That's how you handle that. That's why we've labeled it that, just so you know, for your own records. And then your enrichment activity this week, when you're done with all of this, if you have time, then there's a grammar hyperdoc that you can go ahead and work on. Where you find that is on Classroom. You will see right here it says Grammar Hyperdoc. And then it says find copy here. So you're going to click on it. And then this copy of the Hyperdoc is yours. So once you're there, then all you have to do is after you complete it, after you filled it out, you will mark this assignment as turned in. So that's letting your teacher know that you're finished with that assignment. This is your week 3 playlist. If you have any questions about anything on this playlist, performance assessment, enrichment activities, please raise your hand and ask, because this is your time to ask any questions about the information or the assignments that you have to do this week. So if you have any questions or need help with anything, please raise your hand. Don't hesitate to ask for clarification.